Now, remember the rapper that we recently reacted to from Fiverr? Well, he's back and his album has just came out and now he wants us to review his rap album, right? So what we got here is called Buried in Bars, okay? And just by listening about 10 seconds of, 10 seconds of this pop off, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's in his bag lyrically a little bit. So, and that was one of the critiques that I had, I believe, with the last reaction that we had was, you know what I'm saying, show me the bars, you know what I mean? I like lyrics, so with that being said, man, we're gonna be here for about 30 minutes or so. We're gonna take our time and review it, of course. Any bars that I catch, any little small messages or gems, I choose to point those out whenever I see them. But most part, man, this is just a listening party, man, just to see what kind of direction this artist is going in. So I want you guys to sit back and relax and let's get it.
Too lit, I might break the room. Shorty on me say I move like a goon. Big body whip, spaceship zoom. Whole squad deep.
That's cold though. I ain't gonna front. Big body whip, spaceship is on zoom. That's cool. I like that.
Too lit, I might break the room. Shorty on me say I move like a goon. Big body whip, spaceship zoom. Whole squad deep, we just stepped in the tomb. Ball main fit, I ain't rocking no Vans. Fuck these.
Dude, he says whole squad deep, we get stuck in the tomb. That's crazy. I like that. These little double entendres coming real fast, man. If you ain't listening carefully, yeah. All right, Buried in Bars. Let's get it.
Too lit, I might break the room. Shorty on me say I move like a goon. Big body whip, spaceship zoom. Whole squad deep, we just stepped in the tomb. Ball main fit, I ain't rocking no Vans. Fuck these ops, they ain't got no chance. See me, they freeze like they stuck in a trance. I pop my shit, make them dance. 100 racks in a backpack, too fat. Double cup in my hand, no cap. Fuck all that talk, we ain't into no chit chat. Keep it low, where the loot at? Pop off, pop off, pop off. They can't see me, I'm too locked off. Whole team up, yeah, we two boss. If you ain't talking money, then fuck off. I just hit a play, now I'm up like a jet. Took a couple L's, now I flex on my ex. Chain too bright, make them blink like a text. Cardi in the cup, man, you know what's next. Big racks, big stacks, I need big bags. If you talking crazy, then we spin back. I don't do no face to keep it intact. If she hit my line, I might hit back. Two turn, I might levitate. Too much cash, it's heavyweight. I don't chase, I just elevate. Cameras flash when I step into place. 100 racks in a backpack, too fat. Double cup in my hand, no cap. Fuck all that talk, we ain't into no chit chat.
Double cup in my hand, no cap. That's crazy. That double entendre. That's like, that might be a triple. Double cup in my hand, no cap. Hold up, let me look at that.
No face to keep it intact. If she hit my line, I might hit back. Two turn, I might levitate. Too much cash, it's heavyweight. I don't chase, I just elevate. Cameras flash when I step into place. 100 racks in a backpack, too fat. Double cup in my hand, no cap. Fuck all that talk, we ain't into no chit chat. Keep it low, where the loot at? Pop off, pop off, pop off. They can't see me, I'm too locked off. Whole team up, yeah, we two boss. If you ain't talking money, then fuck off. Bitch, life slosh, we ain't stopping.
So that was cool. I like the way it kind of set the tone for the whole album. I just hope lyrically it keeps going up. You know what I mean? So, what I like seeing when the album, whatever the theme is, I like that theme kept. You know what I'm saying? I like stories. I like of course I like bars, but I like concepts too. So I want to see, I want to see growth as an artist. I want to see creativity in music. How long can you keep my attention? You know what I'm saying? Because you got 12 songs. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead to cut them off and then let's keep it going. Oh, we slowed it down? Okay.
Fake love, I see it all, I had to cut them off. Came up, now they acting like they knew me all along. Where was you when I was starving, when my nights was long? Now you blowing up my line, bitch, don't call my phone. I seen the envy in their eyes, they try to hide it. Talk behind my back, but when they see me, they stay silent. Came up from the mud, now my wrist is full of diamonds. Told them I would make it, now they begging for a signing. I was down bad, no support, no favors. Now they trying to circle back, but I don't do no favors. Hey, I was broke, had to grind through the pain. Now I'm up and they mad that's a goddamn shame. They only love you when you win, and I had to learn that. Took too many losses, now I'm up, I can't return back. Used to call me brother, now you switching, I discern that. Trying to eat up on my plate, bitch, I earn that. Cut 'em.
That's actually a fire bar. I actually like that.
My wrist is full of diamonds. Told them I would make it, now they begging for a signing. I was down bad, no support, no favors. Now they trying to circle back, but I don't do no favors. Hey, I was broke, had to grind through the pain. Now I'm up and they mad, that's a goddamn shame. They only love you when you win, and I had to learn that. Took too many losses, now I'm up, I can't return back. Used to call me brother, now you switching, I discern that. Trying to eat up on my plate, bitch, I earn that. Cut 'em off, had to leave 'em in the past. Fake love, fake smiles, I could see right through that mask. I was broke, I was down, where the fuck was you at? Now I'm up, now I'm on, and they begging for a pass. I remember late nights, no food in the fridge. I was stressing about the rent, I was struggling as a kid. Now they see me doing good, and they act like we was kin. But I ain't never seen your name on no letters to the pen. I kept it solid 10 toes, had to stand tall. I was losing battles, but I never planned to fall. They was praying that I flop, now I'm flexing on them all. Cut 'em off, now they mad, see me ballin', watch me ball. I gave my heart to too many, they just let me down. I kept it real, but they faked it when I came around. I peeped the hate, now I move like I don't hear a sound. Stacking all these hundreds, used to sleep above them round. Cut 'em off, had to leave them in the past. Fake love, fake smiles, I can see right through that mask. I was broke, I was down, where the fuck was you at? Now I'm up, now I'm on, and they begging for a pass. Cut 'em off, had to leave them in the past. Fake love, fake smiles, I can see right through that mask. I was broke, I was down, where the fuck was you at? Now I'm up, now I'm on, and they begging for a pass.
I like that piano right there. You know, I thought this song was pretty good. It's one of those songs that typically you hear with a lot of rap artists, the ones that be like, you know, when I was down, you wasn't there for me, but when I was up, you want to come back and get a piece of the pie, basically. You know what I mean? A lot of those tracks are kind of rooted in the same themes, you know what I mean? So it's no surprise that somebody like WEXON would be going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's most of the time when people don't believe in you and they think you should be doing something else inside of your best interest, but at the same time, you believe in yourself enough to keep going with the dream. So now that you made it, now the same people who doubted you want to come back, get a piece of the pie. Maybe they want some money. And that's the typical story, you know what I mean? Beat was cool. Lyrically was pretty good. It's now pretty much no surprise that, you know, it doesn't surprise me that he would have a track like this, because even from the first track, I could kind of tell he's rapping like he got something to prove, you know what I mean? So he's trying to prove all the people wrong that doubted him. So, hey, let's go on to She's Mine, so let's get it.
Yo, told that boy stop claiming, he don't even know her name. She be blowing up my phone, why you acting like a lame? Ain't no saving her, lil' bro, she gone, you late. Told her slide, now she riding with a stepper, she upgraded. Yeah, she mine, told that boy stop capping. Said he tough, when we pull up, he be lacking. He was talking big till we caught him out in traffic. You was cuffing her, now she...
Yeah, this definitely sound like what they call that, grime. It has kind of like a grime feel to it on the beat. Yeah.
Told her slide, now she riding with a stepper, she upgraded. Yeah, she mine, told that boy stop capping. Said he tough, when we pull up, he be lacking. He was talking big till we caught him out in traffic. You was cuffing her, now she out here throwing backflips. I don't chase him, I replace him, she gon' do what's best for. She don't love you, boy, she with me cause I got that check for. Said she love a real one, now she ride with steppers. You was pillow talking, now she rocking with the pressure. She mine, why you stressing for? She was now she gone, that's how her lessons go. She just want boss up, I ain't even pressing though. Nah, told her hop up in this whip, now she ready to go. She mine, yeah she mine now. Tryna check me bout a girl, bitch go pipe down. Pussy, she ain't yours, why you mad? Take the loss now. Big racks, big flex, she with the boss now. Facts. Yeah she bad, but I still keep my Glock close. Boy you tweaking, ain't no talking, keep that spot closed. You can have her back, I ain't tripping off no thought hoes. She just love the way I move, yeah my stock rose. Took a trip out to the A.
Hold up now. Wait. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, all right? Because I heard something that I want to point out at the end of the song, so let me see.
Was talking big till we caught him out in traffic. You was cuffing her, now she out here throwing backflips. I don't chase him, I replace him, she gon' do what's best for. She don't love you, boy, she with me cause I got that check for. Said she love a real one, now she ride with steppers. You was pillow talking, now she rocking with the pressure. She mine, why you stressing for? She was yours, now she gone, that's how her lessons go. She just want boss up, I ain't even pressing though. Nah, told her hop up in this whip, now she ready to go. She mine, yeah she mine now. Tryna check me bout a girl, bitch go pipe down. Pussy, she ain't yours, why you mad? Take the loss now. Big racks, big flex, she with the boss now. Facts. Yeah she bad, but I still keep my Glock close. Boy you tweaking, ain't no talking, keep that spot closed. You can have her back, I ain't tripping off no thought hoes. She just love the way I move, yeah my stock rose. Took a trip out to the A, had her riding in a Wraith. Told her she ain't gotta pay, long as she know how to play. Ain't no wifey shit, I ain't cuffing, she just stay. Ain't no saving, I'm too reckless, send her right back to the bay. Told that boy stop lying, he ain't like that. Say he got a problem, tell that boy come fight back. All that pillow talking made you lose your
great
height
ad-libs
fast.
though, bro.
She don't love you, she just love the way my eyes flash. She mine, yeah she mine now. Tryna check me bout a girl, bitch go pipe down. Pussy, she ain't yours, why you mad? Take the loss now. Big racks, big flex, she with the boss now. Facts.
So basically, WEXON, you snatched a nigga chick and you treated her like she was supposed to be treated. So one of the issues I had, I think lyrically, was that you was upping on the fact that you took her, right? But then you called her a hoe on the other side, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna snatch a nigga chick, and I'm saying this hypothetically, but if I'm thinking about this, like you snatched the nigga chick and then you treat her like the whole, like you don't want her. You necessarily really don't want her. You just proved to the other dude that you Mr. Snatch your chick. Cool. All right. This one was cool. You have great ad-libs, bro. Great timing, great mixing on your tracks, bro. Like, so shout out to whomever is producing these. And if you are producing these by yourself, you're on your way, bro. But the mixing is just incredible. Vocals stand out. I understand your enunciation is there. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit at the rest of the album. So I'll probably keep those comments to myself. But at the same time, bro, the writtens on this one, I can see you were being very bombastic, like you were stunting pretty much, basically. You remind me of a lot of the big timers of the Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? The Saint Lunatics type of stuff, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's go on to the next one. Let's see what's popping. With Blackout. Sonically, this sounds great, man.
Hey, lights out, I don't see no threats. Nah, masked up, moving like a vet. Whoa, talk too much, put that boy to rest. No face, no case, they ain't see what's next. I've been moving like a shadow, I don't leave no trace. They was dissing on my name, now they out of place. Talking big till we catch them, now we out the way. I don't even gotta flex, they know what I say. Blink tucked, hoodie low, I've been out here lurking. Black truck, tinted out, yeah my demons working. Told my youngin' spin again, we gon' close the curtain. Tried to set me up, but I was ready, now he hurting. Blackout, fade. Told that boy don't play, now he's stuck in the grave. Moving with precision, I don't make no waves. But if they push me to the edge, then I ain't got no brakes. Black out, can't see nothing. They was talking tough, now they ain't saying nothing. Too deep in the dark, I ain't worried about nothing. If we take a loss, then we slide, no discussion. I don't talk, I don't type, I just let it go. They was moving wild, had to let them know. 100 racks in the safe, keep it on the low. If they ever try to test, we gon' up the score. I got demons in my corner, they don't ever miss. Told that boy don't play, now he off the list. Running laps around the city, I've been too legit. Ain't no love, ain't no trust, we was built for this. Lights dim, I've been moving like a phantom. Try to cross me once, now his name up in the anthem. Told my brothers keep it tight, we ain't never panic. Black out, disappear, move like it's magic. Black out, can't see nothing. They was talking tough.
Hold up now, I can't let you get away with that, WEXON.
Built for this. Lights dim, I've been moving like a phantom. Try to cross me once, now his name up in the anthem. Told my brothers keep it tight, we ain't never panic. Black out, disappear, move like it's magic.
Nah, that don't rhyme. That don't rhyme, bro. I caught you. It's fine, but you pretty much messed up the synchronicity of your rhyme scheme, like phantom, anthem, panic, magic. Like it, you would have had to say magic in a way that sonically sounds better, well with those vowels, like anthem, magic, or something like that. You would have had to manipulate it a little bit. But I was like, I had to point that out because I can't let you get away with that, bro. We lyricists up in here.
Black out, can't see nothing. They was talking tough, now they ain't say nothing. Too deep in the dark, I ain't worried about nothing. If we take a loss, then we slide, no discussion. Black out, can't see nothing. They was talking tough, now they ain't say nothing. Too deep in the dark, I ain't worried about nothing. If we take a loss, then we slide, no discussion.
Oh man, I would have cooked this beat. Send me that instrumental. I would have cooked this beat. Not to say that you didn't do it. I'm gonna say this. I think you lost an opportunity with this track right here. I thought this track was supposed to be a little bit more emotional. Lyrically, I think your flow is good. You did well with the hook and stuff like that. Keep the same concept, but I think it's your opportunity with the tonality of the song. And I'm listening to the beat. This has ambience. This has emotion built into this beat. So I would have felt like, as a listener, hearing the same bars that I heard in the previous song, kind of on that same level lyrically, I thought you lost a big opportunity with rapping with those same type of lyrics. You know what I mean? It's one thing to do these type of tracks, and I'm not saying that you couldn't do it, but I would have liked if you would have opened up a little bit more emotionally. That would have fit the tonality of the beat that you have right here. This is something like you need to cry out or write it from a place of vulnerability. So you can have lyrics like that in the song, but it has to be taken from a more vulnerable place. You know what I mean? So I think that's where it kind of lost me a little bit. That's just my assessment. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. But somebody else might feel different. So don't get too attached to what I think. But I felt like with an emotional track like this, when you listen to the beat, and you listen to
out, I don't see no threats. Masked up, moving like a vet. Talk too much, put that boy to rest. No face, no case, they ain't see what's next.
Now I'm listening to this and I'm like, yo, the hi-hats, it's definitely a beat that you had a great flow on. But I felt like in the tonality of the song, the lyrics should have been like, man, thought I'd never make it to this place. Something when I done up on a place. But since I've been going to the place, it should have been more of like you opening up, not necessarily you masked up, pulling up, doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It should have been coming from here. You know what I'm saying? It felt very external lyrically. You know what I mean? this should have been more internal. You know, you should have rapped from more of an internal place with this. So yeah, I like it. I just, the subject of the song don't match the beat. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so this one is called Who She Wants.
She hit my line while I'm on the road. Said come through, but I ain't that free. Nah, told her I'm fast and she said that's cool. Then sent the vid, that was all for me. Shit, I be on, I don't post, I don't speak. She don't ask questions, she just keep it street. She don't care who I hit before she knows she got the key. It's me who she want when it's time to eat. I don't split bills with no bitch, I spend racks and I don't complain. Keep it a buck with every hoe I touch, can't fake this game. She like the pressure, I bring flame. She love the risk, not just the name. They talking down, but she ain't fake. She know these lames just throwing shade. She know who she want, yeah. She ain't fucking with no clown. I just flew her out of state, yeah. Told her pick a city now. She don't need to say too much, yeah. She don't move for no one else. She know who she want, yeah. She know who she want, me. Ain't no stalking.
Say this that now, this sounds better than what you did in the previous song. Like you're actually like, the lyrics actually fit the beat, but it's almost similar to the second track that you had. You know what I mean? So, and as I'm listening, I'm trying, like I said at the beginning, I'm listening and I'm trying to see if there's like progression. You know what I mean? Lyrically, if I go back and listen to the beginning of this, what I hear are a lot of the recurring themes lyrically. You know what I'm saying? She know who she want. And as somebody who breaks down lyrics, I could kind of get a glimpse of who you are as a person. Like, and you know, what I'm hearing is that these girls are paying attention to you because of what you do, not necessarily who you are. Like, I like these beats. Like, the beats is, so far for me, like 10 out of 10.
She hit my line while I'm on the road. Said come through, but I ain't that free. Nah, told her I'm fast and she said that's cool. Then sent the vid, that was all for me. Shit, I be on, I don't post, I don't speak. She don't ask questions, she just keep it street. She don't care who I hit before she knows she got the key. It's me who she want when it's time to eat. I don't split bills with no bitch, I spend racks and I don't complain. Keep it a buck with every hoe I touch, can't fake this game. She like the pressure, I bring flame. She love the risk, not just the name. They talking down, but she ain't fake. She know these lames just throwing shade. She know who she want, yeah. She ain't fucking with no clown. I just flew her out of state, yeah. Told her pick a city now. She don't need to say too much, yeah. She don't move for no one else. She know who she want, yeah. She know who she want, me. Ain't no stalking, I ain't chasing. Told her stay low, no location. I'm in her dreams, no vacation. Slide when I call, no hesitation. She don't play games, she just match my vibe. Blowing my
spatial rhyming right there.
Ain't no stalking, I ain't chasing. Told her stay low, no location. I'm in her dreams, no vacation. Slide when I call, no hesitation. She don't play games, she just match my vibe. Blowing my phone when I'm outside. She ride for me, she gon' stand on mine. Ain't got a lie, she know I slide. Never speak on who I'm fucking, she respect the code. Still hit Rodeo, let her spin like foes. She don't act, she know the low, she know the deal, she play a role. She say them boys be doing the most, but I ain't like them and she know. Late nights in the whip, no talking. She just ride in the bass, still knocking. Told her don't post us, she said I'm solid. Now she mine and she move like a god. Know who she want, yeah. She ain't fucking with no clown. I just flew her out of state, yeah. Told her pick a city now. She don't need to say too much, yeah. She don't move for no one else. She know who she want, yeah. She know who she want, me.
Like it. I like it. I really, for real, bro, you flow well, bro. your flow is great. Your spatial rhyming, your word choices on certain things, like I like it. I just think the loss, I would say this, the positive part is that it sounds great in the headphones. The positive part is that it's a great song. Like, but as a listener, as somebody who breaks down lyrics, I'm gonna say this. There was a big opportunity to make this song about the women. You did it, but not necessarily. Think of 50 Cent, girl, is the easy to love me now. Do you like me by my style? And I would still in love for me, girl. And when I say that, that song is specifically celebrating the woman. And I think you did that in this track. But the kind of woman, you talking about a girl that's just down for the down. You talking about a roundaway girl like LL Cool J. You are talking about a girl who is just down for you, only you, play her role, and don't complain. I think you talking about every man's dream girl. Don't complain, just play her spot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I like the concept. I think I still think that had you made it more about her, it made it more or less like saying more positive things. Like a lot of women probably would think a little different about the girl in this song. I think the only women that this song relates to is like kind of like chicken heads and stuff, like hood rat girls, like girls that, you know what I'm saying, that necessarily come from a different background. Like I wouldn't expect this out of a girl who has goals or for her life. So when you rapping for like this, make sure the demographic of women that you're trying to get to listen to your track is more of a wider variety. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like if you had said something like, man, she in school, you know what I'm saying? She in school, get them grades up, something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to dig into some of the songs that I know from when I was growing up. And I'm just kind of drawing a blank, but you know, when you're rapping about a song that's for women or celebrating women, you got to really make it about how much you appreciate her as a person, what she's doing for you. And I'm saying like paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? I see the picture, but how many women can relate to that girl? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, but I hope I communicated it a little bit better for you to understand, because I know what I'm like. I'm thinking, well, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Dang, I don't want to do that because then it'll be copyright. 20 questions, right? 50 Cent, 20 questions. Go listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to that and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so we got Will Talk.
Came up out the mud, I ain't had no silver plates. Had to hustle in the cold, heart froze, still ain't break. Mama working 2 jobs, lights off, no escape. I was dreaming about the top while they laughing in my face. They was doubting, I remember, I ain't fold, I just improved. Now I'm up and they pretend like they was rooting for me too. Used to scrape up every dollar, now my pockets overstuffed. But the pain still in my chest like I ain't never leveled up. I done seen too many real ones getting buried early, so I move with heavy steps. Know the reaper lurking surely. I ain't trusting no one smiling, I've been stabbed with every grin. Saying love, but in their heart they hoping that I never win. Real talk, I ain't never been.
So you pretty much saying that you seen real ones get dragged out in the streets, but you gonna move a little bit more carefully than they are. It's still dangerous. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I like what you're saying. I know what that means. Nice build up on this beat, man.
Came up out the mud, I ain't had no silver plates. Had to hustle in the cold, heart froze, still ain't break. Mama working 2 jobs, lights off, no escape. I was dreaming about the top while they laughing in my face. They was doubting, I remember, I ain't fold, I just improved. Now I'm up and they pretend like they was rooting for me too. Used to scrape up every dollar, now my pockets overstuffed. But the pain still in my chest like I ain't never leveled up. I done seen too many real ones getting
sound like right there that you struggling with feeling like you've done enough, or struggling with contentment. It sounds like you're struggling with a little bit of your self-worth as well, but trying to prove something to everybody that's around you.
Early, so I move with heavy steps. Know the reaper lurking surely. I ain't trusting no one smiling. I've been stabbed with every grin, saying love, but in their heart they hoping that I never win. Real talk, I ain't.
You got people who gossip about you and stab you in the back and stuff like that. You're around some really negative niggas, man.
Never been the one to cap. Everything I spit is pain. Not a bar, it's just for rap. Had to bleed for every meal. Had to cry behind the laughs. Now I'm winning, but I still feel the weight of my past. Used to dodge them raids. Now I dodge the fake. Made a promise to myself, I won't bend, I won't break.
And you still feeling the weight of your past even after all that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it begs the question, when are you ever going to be satisfied? You know what I'm saying? Like when you have songs like that, and you know, I think everybody kind of struggles with that to some degree, but like when is everything going to be okay? You almost rap that like you're in a fight or flight mode. You know what I'm saying? You're in the state of survival all the time.
Homies in the cell doing time for my sake. Told me go and be a legend, don't die in this state. I've been trying to let the trauma go, but it's stuck in my skin. Used to feel like I was losing, now I'm built to get a win.
Right.
I was fighting off the demons, they was trying to pull me in. Ain't no love inside the streets, it was all just pretend. Labels calling every week, trying to throw a couple deals, but they never knew the struggle, they don't know how hunger feels. See my brother with a tag on his toe, I couldn't heal. Had to learn to fake a smile just so people think I'm chill. I ain't never been the one to cap.
Bro, this is what you needed to do on the other one. What was the name of that song? What was the name of that song? Oh, it's not playing. It's not showing. Hold on. Let me see. The one that I think you did, Blackout. You needed to do that in Blackout. That's the kind of talk that I was talking about a couple songs ago, where you open up and tell us more about your story. I can get behind this track.
Everything I spit is pain, not a bar, it's just for rap. Had to bleed for every meal, had to cry behind the laughs. Now I'm winning, but I still feel the weight of my past. I ain't asked for no handouts, had to fight for every step. Had to bury all my doubts, now I barely get to rest. I remember rainy nights with a hoodie and a vest. Used to pray for a come up, now I pray I don't forget. All them nights I was hungry, all them days I felt dead. Used to cry in the dark, now I count up in my bed. But the money don't heal, it's just how it's in my head. Still got ghosts in my dreams and regrets that never fled. Now they quote me like a prophet, but was silent when I broke. Now they saying I'm the truth when they used to call me joke. It's funny how they flip when you climbing from the smoke, but I'll never lose my soul even if I touch the globe. I ain't never been the one to cap. Everything I spit is pain, not a bar, it's just for rap. Had to bleed for every meal, had to cry behind the laughs. Now I'm winning, but I still feel the weight of my past. Real talk, I ain't never been the one to lie. Even when I make it big, I won't switch, I won't hide. If I said it, then I meant it. Put my heart in every line, cause I'm speaking for the ones who never made it out alive.
This is pretty much a memorial for the dead homies, ain't it? You got all that, you know what I'm saying? You said you rapping for the ones that's not alive, so you carrying the weight of the brothers that you've seen in your life. That's pretty dope. I can get behind that. I like this song. This is probably the best song I've heard so far. You know what I mean? This is the best song I've heard so far because it encompasses that story that I was referring to in the song Blackout that you was doing, where I felt like you should have opened up, but you used real talk to open up. You know what I mean? So, okay. All right. You recovered on that end. You recovered on that end. But so far, I think we are halfway through, I think. 1, 2. You said it was 12 songs on here, so we got 6 more. So 6 songs in, I'm giving this a B minus right now. A B minus. So yeah, let's go on to the next one, man. Full speed. A different feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. zooming, whole gang moving full speed, no brakes. Yeah, let's get it. I move full speed, ain't no slowing me down. Foot on the gas, I ain't touching no ground. Talking that shit, better pipe that down. One wrong move, then we air shit out. City too close, so I keep that heat. Bro got sticks, so we playing in the streets. Don't play dumb, we don't do no peace. Cause we riding out dirty with a pocket full of beats. Bitch, I'm charged up wild like a pit. Don't got patience, don't throw no fists. In the fast lane, make my own script. If it ain't about racks, then it don't make sense. Full speed, no brakes. Big moves, no fakes. Talk tough, get erased. Stay real, no
It's
snakes.
hard.
Full speed, all gas. Big wins from the past. Fast life, move fast. Full speed till I crash.
Dude, this is hard.
Yeah. Pop out, swing it, don't blink, you miss it.
No, hold up. I'm taking that back. I ain't gonna front. I like the electric guitar at the beginning because it's telling me, oh, this finna get intense. Full speed, looking at the song title, full speed, electric guitar, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, WEXON. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Creativity.
Yeah, zooming, whole gang moving full speed, no brakes. Yeah, let's get it. I move full speed, ain't no slowing me down. Foot on the gas, I ain't touching no ground. Talking that shit, better pipe that down. One wrong move, then we air shit out. City too close, so I keep that heat. Bro got sticks, so we playing in the streets. Don't play dumb, we don't do no peace. Cause we riding out dirty with a pocket full of beats. Bitch, I'm charged up wild like a pit. Don't got patience, don't throw no fists. In the fast lane, make my own script. If it ain't about racks, then it don't make sense. Full speed, no brakes. Big moves, no fakes. Talk tough, get erased. Stay real, no snakes. Full speed, all gas. Big wins from the past. Fast life, move fast. Full speed till I crash.
Dude, this is fire.
Yeah. Pop out, swing it, don't blink, you miss it. 100 rounds in the trunk, no gimmicks. Whole lot of cash, no bro boy business. Say tough, whole squad ain't with it.
Bro, I don't care what you say.
Make my own script. If it ain't about racks, then it don't make sense. Full speed.
That part right there, full speed, no brakes. Dude, promote that. Find a way to use that in Instagram Reels or TikTok Reels or something. Use that. I'm telling you, bruh. Find a way to use that.
Breaks, big moves, no fakes. Talk don't throw no fists. In the fast lane, make my own script. If it ain't about racks, then it don't make sense. Full speed, no brakes. Big moves, no fakes. Talk tough, get erased. Stay real, no snakes. Full speed, all gas. Big wins from the past. Fast life, move fast. Full speed till I crash. Yeah, pop out, swing it, don't blink, you miss it. 100 rounds in the trunk, no gimmicks. Whole lot of cash, no bro boy business. Say tough, whole squad ain't with it. I don't care what a lane gon' say. Whole city know we getting that pay. Too much sauce, too much weight. Full speed down a whole new lane. I ain't letting up, I don't take no breaks. Eat what I kill when I clean my plate. Know I got wolves in the cut, they wait. One call, now the whole block shake. Gone. Full speed, no brakes. Big moves, no fakes. Talk tough, get erased. Stay real, no snakes. Full speed, all gas. Big wins from the past. Fast life, move fast. Full speed till I crash.
Bro, and on this track, it's a lot of, I think this track, beat-wise, had you taken the compressor off a little bit off the electric guitar and let that thing just, and let that thing just go, that electric guitar really drives the full speed, no brakes part. That your hook, that electric guitar, if you can talk to your engineer or producer, or if it's you, find a way to kind of take the compression off of that electric guitar. I think it'll sound better, a lot more clearer on the track.
Full speed, no brakes, no fake. Full speed till I crash.
All right, we got Lonely Nights. Let's see what we doing.
Get cold sometimes. Feel like I'm the only one.
All right, another emotional track.
Late nights, looking at my phone, no calls, just silence. Told me you was riding, but you dipped when they got violent. I was down bad in the dirt, trying to climb it. Now I'm up, they pop out fake love, I can't buy it. Told myself, don't trust too quick. Some love flip sides, that switch so slick. Heart still broke, but I walk like rich. They don't know the pain that I hold in this shit. Had to cut ties just to find peace. Had to walk roads with no one beside me. Had to lose friends just to feel free. Now I don't know who really riding for me. Scared to be lonely, but I hate fake love. Trying to find trust in a world so rough. They say they with you, then they switch up quick. I've been through too much, I don't feel that shit. Don't tell me lies, I've heard them before. Say you gon' ride and walk out the door. This pain too deep, I can't ignore. I'd rather be alone than hurt some more. Cold-hearted, but I ain't choose this.
I'm gonna take that back. So I gotta remember, this track is called Lonely Nights.
Yeah. Get cold sometimes. Feel like I'm the only one left. Late nights, looking at my phone, no calls, just silence. Told me you was riding, but you dipped when it got violent. I was down bad in the dirt, trying to climb it. Now I'm up, they pop out fake love, I can't buy it. Told myself, don't trust too quick, some love flip sides, that switch so slick. Heart still broke, but I walk like rich. They don't know the pain that I hold in this shit. Had to cut ties just to find peace. Had to walk roads with no one beside me. Had to lose friends just to feel free. Now I don't know who really riding for me. Scared to be lonely, but I hate fake love. Trying to find trust in a world so rough. They said it with you, then they switch up quick. I've been through too much, I don't feel that shit. Don't tell me lies, I've heard them before. Say you gon' ride and walk out the door. This pain too deep, I can't ignore. I'd rather be alone than hurt some more. Cold-hearted, but I ain't choose this life. I gave my all, they just left with a knife. Stabbed in the back while I prayed at night. Now it's tunnel vision, I just move on sight. I ain't looking for no hand to hold. If you fold once, then your story told. Fake love taught me how to be bone out, stack bread, and my heart turned cold. You was calling me baby, now I don't even trust you. Told me forever, but you showed what a bluff do. Now I'm in the whip, one deep, just me. Think about the ones that said they never leave. Scared to be lonely, but I hate fake love. Trying to find trust in a world so rough. They said it with you, then they switch up quick. I've been through too much, I don't feel that shit. Don't tell me lies, I've heard them before. Say you gon' ride and walk out the door. This pain too deep, I can't ignore. I'd rather be alone than hurt some more. Yeah, rather be alone than broken again. If I let you in, don't fold, don't pretend. Lonely nights made me who I am.
There's a lot going on with you, man. You know what I'm saying? If I just kind of recall back on the previous songs, man, you really struggle with trusting folks around you. You know what I mean? Like if I'm, I know WEXON may be just a character, but all artists' characters are like an extension of themselves. Like, it's the part of themselves that necessarily can't speak for them in real time. So what I'm listening to, like this right here, probably the most reflective song that I've heard so far. So you opened up in a couple songs back, you opened up before Full Speed, and then now you're talking about the lonely nights and what you struggle with. I like that. That's cool. I can get behind that. So let's get it. Good beats, man. I think, dude, your beats are like 10 out of 10 though. Like these are beats are like that I would rap off of. Like another emotional, reflective kind of track. No. This is Malik's story.
I be getting on the streets of the block.
Okay.
Yeah. He was raised where the sirens sang lullabies. Mama worked doubles, tears in her tired eyes. No father figure, just liquor and broken ties. Learned the game early, never trust, always lie. 13, he was posted on that corner stoop with a 22, tucked deep in his winter goose. Told himself never be broke like moms again. But every dollar made came with blood on his hand. His homie Day got popped trying to score a pack. Now we see his name in candles, ain't no bringing him back. Heart froze, soul bruised, pain stitched in his chest. But he swore in that grave, he gon' ride with no rest. Cold nights, warm gun, that's the way that it go. Trying to make it out the jungle, but the snakes move slow. He got dreams in his head, but revenge in his soul. Now his life on the line for a name he don't know. It's a war for the lost, for the hurt and the young. Every step that he take, hit a click of a drum. Only God know the weight that he carry alone. Trying to turn pain into peace before his heart turns stone. Yeah, by 17, he a name that they whisper low. Body count up, paranoia moving cold. Eyes bloodshot, trigger fingers start to itch. He can't sleep, too many demons in the mix. He met a girl named Nay from the other side. Same pain in her eyes, they just trying to survive. She said, you ain't gotta die just to prove you tough. You can leave all this behind if you choose to love. For a while he believed, saw light through the gray. Talked about running far, maybe Cali or the Bay. But just when hope grew, fate spun the dice. His little bro caught a stray at the park one night. Cold nights, warm gun, that's the way that it go. Trying to make it out the jungle, but the snakes move slow. He got tears in his fists, rage deep in his bones. About to load up that pain, take a ride alone. It's a war for the lost, for the hurt and the young. Every step that he take, hit a click of a drum. Only God know the weight that he carry alone. Trying to turn pain into peace before his heart turns stone. Now he riding through the night with his heart on fire. Got a name, got an addy, got a mind for the wire. Pulled up, mask down, finger tight on the piece. But he froze when he saw a kid playing in the street. That boy looked like his brother, same mind, same skin. What if that was his own in a world full of sin? Dropped a gun, let it clatter, walk back in the dark. Swore he never let revenge replace what was lost back home. Told Nay he was done with the game. Started working with the youth, trying to break the chain. Still scarred, still fighting with the ghosts in his sleep. But he learned even broken hearts still beat. Cold nights, warm heart, he done changed the code. Built a future from the up in his chest, peace deep in his soul. Now his life is a life for the ones who feel cold. It's a war for the lost, for the hurt and the young. But he showed them how to fight without pulling a gun. Only God know the path, but he walking it strong. Turn his pain into purpose, now his name live on.
I want to say this though. That song sound different on like the fourth listen. You know what I mean? That rhyme, okay. But the song definitely sounds different. And it seemed like after the sixth track, we actually took a turn. There's a story in this, it's a story in this album. You know what I'm saying? And I think as anybody would listen to a track more, you'll be able to figure out the story. You know what I'm saying? Going from Malik's story to from Lonely Nights, that sounds like a movie. You know what I mean? Somebody struggling with the pain and loneliness, can't really trust nobody, talking about, you know, what he's going through. I've heard Nay's name spoken quite a bit, you know, so that makes me think that this album is very personal. And the bars are his way of coping with, you know what I'm saying, with what's going on in his life.
Malik. Before the silence, before the storm, there was love in a place most never get warm. Two hearts found peace in a world gone cold. Now only one remains to tell what they hold. I never thought I'd be writing to your ghost, but here I am. Met you on the block when the nights ran cold. You ain't smile much, had a stare like stone, but I saw through that. Past the hoodie and steel, saw a boy with a past, he ain't know how to heal.
What? We got a spoken word? Okay, so Nay. Okay, all right. So Nay must be the girl that he's talking about early in the album. Talking about the kind of girl that he wants, you know?
Never get warm, two hearts found peace in a world gone cold. Now only one remains to tell what they hold. I never thought I'd be writing to your ghost, but here I am. Met you on the block when the nights ran cold. You ain't smile much, had a stare like stone, but I saw through that. Past the hoodie and steel, saw a boy with a past, he ain't know how to heal. You talk soft, but your silence was loud. Carried weight in your chest, head low in a crowd. Told me I don't dream, cause dreams don't stay. I said, if you stay with me, I'll help them stay. We was young, but your pain made you old, and I was the only one who touched your soul. Through the sirens, through the fights, through the grief and flame, you said I was the only thing that kept you sane.
That's fire.
Years passed and we beat every odd they set. You got out the game, left the past in debt. Put a ring on my hand with them callous palms. Said, you my peace, you my shield, you my calm. Malik, you changed, you became a light. Spoke in school, said y'all ain't gotta fight. You built a lane where the youth can breathe. Showed the hood there's a way to leave. We had a crib with a fence and a room to grow. Had plans for kids, talked real and slow. But the past don't sleep, it just waits in the dark. And it found you again when I let down my guard. He wasn't the same kid with a chip on his chest. He found peace, found purpose, laid his past to rest. Started building hope where the pain once stood. A leader in his city doing more than he could. But even when you change, the streets still lurk. And good men bleed for the wrong they ain't deserve. You were headed home from that late night speech. Still wearing your chain, still preaching peace. Wrong place, wrong time, just a corner gone cold. They ain't care that you changed, they just emptied the pole. Heard the sirens drop, my phone felt the floor. Ran through the ER like I'd done before. But this time there was no prayer left to say. You flatlined right before our baby's due date. So now I write this letter to your ghost. Tears on the page, but I hold you close. You died trying to teach what the streets don't know. That peace is a path, not a flex or show. I wear your ring like a badge on my chest. Still talk to you while I'm getting dressed. You were more than the hood, more than the fight. You were my husband, my heart, my light.
Okay, so Malik is not WEXON. Malik is somebody else. Malik's story, Nay's letter. So, okay.
And now her voice don't shake when she speaks his name. She turned grief to fuel, turned loss to flame. What started as love in a war-torn zone became a legacy she now builds alone. She raised their son with the strength they shared. Taught him the streets don't define who you are. He's got Malik's fire, Nay's calm soul, a heart full of purpose and eyes that know. At night she tells him
I got it. Nay. So is it talking about you? Like you're the product of Nay and Malik. So Malik is the father of this child. of the baby that Nay is having.
Daddy was light, a man who chose peace in a world built on fight. You carry his name, so carry it proud. He ain't gone, baby, he just walks in the... If Malik could talk, after the sirens faded, after the heartbeat slowed, these are the words he never got to say. He laid there still, chest rising slow, flashes of his life in a silent show. The block, his brother, the night's gone black. Nay's first smile the moment she had his back. He thought of the crib, the fence, the plans, the ring on her finger, the touch of her hands. He knew his body was slipping away, but his heart stayed loud, had so much to say. He didn't cry, didn't beg, didn't scream. He just closed his eyes and clung to a dream of a life beyond war. A son held tight, of Nay reading stories to him every night. If Malik could talk, he'd say, I ain't scared to go, but I wish I had more time to show what love can build when the pain lets go, what it means to choose peace in a world so cold. He'd say, Nay, I saw you in that room, heard your voice cut through the doom. You held my name like it still had weight, and I left with peace, even met my fate. Now he watches as she raises their boy, teaches him strength, grace, and joy, reads him letters, tells him stories of love, says your daddy watches from above. She didn't fold, she rose from the fire, turned heartbreak into fuel and pain into power. He sees her smile through the tears some nights, still dancing with his ghost in the low lit light. Their son got his eyes, but Nay's calm soul got a heart that's golden and a mind that's bold. And Malik, wherever his spirit might rest, knows they carry his name with nothing but respect. If Malik could talk, he'd say, I ain't scared to go, but I'm proud of the love that continues to grow. You gave me peace, you gave me home, even in death I don't walk alone. He'd say, tell my son the streets don't define, and he ain't gotta bleed to prove he shine. Tell him I lived, I changed, I fought, and in my last breath I still had thought. If Malik could talk, he wouldn't speak in anger, he'd speak in love, in growth, in legacy, and in the strength that lives on in those he left behind.
The Final Words by WEXON, the last song on the album.
I ain't here for the clout, I ain't rap for a chain. I rap cause I bled for this shit in my veins. See nights where the hunger turned thoughts to rage, where a closed casket hurt more than the cage. Cut people off, now I circle like a dot. Fake love popped up soon as I got hot. They ain't see the nights I was broke as fuck, staring at the ceiling like damn is this luck. This album ain't flexing, it's real as hell. Every track bleed true, fuck how it sell. Turn pain into verses, scars in the lines, so I spit the shit raw. Every goddamn time I gave y'all stories, gave y'all scars, gave you truth with no regard. So if I go quiet when the beat go dead, just know every bar came from shit I bled. To the ones still stuck in that war up top, you ain't soft if you feel fuck what they talk. I came from the gutter where hope don't grow, where dreams get shot before they get to blow, but I made it, scarred real and loud, still speaking for the ones not allowed. I've been Malik, been Nay, I've been the pain, I've been the loss, the blood, the chain. Now I'm the writer, fuck the ghost, it's the part of me I love the most. So if they ask what I gave on this mic, tell them everything, my soul, my fight. Final words, last breath, no curtain call, I ain't bite my tongue, I gave it all. Every verse was a piece I couldn't fake, not a rapper chasing fame, just a soul that ain't break.
Okay, I like it. I ain't gonna front. This is one of the most complete albums I've heard so far that since I've been on YouTube. In the beginning, I wasn't sure where it was going, but right after Malik's story, everything kind of became complete. You know what I'm saying? He said at the end of Final Words that I've been Malik, I've been Nay, I've been the ghost. You know what I mean? And I can appreciate those last four songs: Nay, Malik's story, Nay's letter, you know, Final Words, I believe. Let me go back. Where is it? Let me see. Malik's story, Nay's letter, If Malik Could Talk, Final Words. Now, my thing is that I wonder if he's rapping from the perspective of Malik in the beginning, or is he talking about himself? I think there's a lot to be spoken about when it comes to this track listing and what songs that he chose to do this, because after Full Speed, it slows down. Lonely Nights, Malik's story, Nay's letter. And I think that was a perfect signature to end the album. I think if you can get this album in the right places, bro, I think you got something here. Like, he really has something. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that's making requests to get reacted to on Fiverr and stuff, like, this is beyond anything that I would expect from a Fiverr artist. You know what I mean? And that's no insult, but you know, I'm always coming in with kind of neutral expectations. So this is better than some of what I've heard on YouTube. Some of the rappers that have prominent production, money behind them. This is better than some of the stuff that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the album in completeness, you kind of see what's going on. And the only thing is that everything before Malik's story feels random. Like it feels random to me. Like it pop off, cut them off, she's mine, blackout, who she wants, real talk. And the funny thing is that when you get to Malik's story and Nay's letter, it's almost like the songs before it were kind of referring to both of them. So it almost made me feel like, and I could be completely wrong, but you know, the person who's rapping this music is a product of both Malik and Nay. Like he's a child of both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like what I heard, man. I don't know how you guys feel. I know we've been here for a while, almost an hour reviewing this album, and I think you got something. I think you got something, man. You got a lot of potential. It's just, you know, for the demographic, and I'm talking as a YouTuber now. As a YouTuber, what demographic could you possibly be reaching out to? You know, of course, it's to relate to a lot of people going through the same thing. But I feel like Full Speed, if I had to rank these, if I had to rank these songs, I feel like Real Talk is the best song on the album. Full Speed. The hook on Full Speed has it has viral TikTok. It screams something you would hear in a TV. Like it screams like background music you would hear in a very intense part on TV. You know what I mean? Malik's story, very emotional. Like it's very fast in the beginning, but then it slows down. You know, it slows down a lot. And I'm gonna tell you about Final Words. I thought Final Words should be maybe you just talking. You just talking, just like or a spoken word from you. I don't think necessarily after you have those songs, Malik's story, Nay's letter, if Malik could talk, I think even if you just did some spoken word at the end, boom. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you needed to rap. I think the rapping was over at that point. But overall, bro, I think I'm gonna give you just for the last 5 or 6 songs after Real Talk, I gotta give this like a A plus. This album is like an A plus to me. The concept is there, everything is there. But I think the biggest question for you, man, how you gonna get other people to hear this? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get other people to hear this? And I do the best I can to get my audience to hear this, but I think this is an amazing, amazing album, man. You did well. You did well, man. You did well. All right. So, hey, man, thank you for letting me check this out, man, and catch you at another one.